Well, good morning. As you can see, we're having a bonfire and burning some of the garden debris that we've cut down over the past week. And it's a good way to start our series of all-age talks looking at some of the things that Jesus said about himself in the Gospel of John. Sometimes we call these sayings the I ams of Jesus, because Jesus said things like, I am the way, the truth and the life, or I am the good shepherd. But it's not just the different sayings that are important. The fact that Jesus used the words I am automatically reminded those who were listening of the story of how God appeared to Moses in a burning bush and indeed called himself I am.
Moses was looking after his father-in-law's sheep when an angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire from a burning bush. The bush was on fire but not burning up, so Moses moved closer to see what was happening. As he got closer to it, God called out from the bush, "Moses, Moses!" Moses answered, "Here I am." God told him not to come any closer and to remove his sandals, as the place where he was standing was holy. When God told him who he was, Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. God explained to Moses how he knew all about how much the Israelites were suffering in Egypt, and how he would rescue them and take them to the promised land, and that he would be sending Moses to see Pharaoh so that he could lead the Israelites out of Egypt. But Moses said, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the people of Israel out of Egypt?" God replied that he would be with Moses to help him. But Moses was still unsure. "What if I go to the Israelites and say, 'The God of your ancestors has sent me to you,' and they ask me, 'What is his name?' What shall I say?" God answered Moses, "I am who I am. You must tell the people of Israel that I am sent you."
Did you notice that? 3 times God used the name I am. When Moses asked God how he would convince the Israelites that their God had sent him, God told Moses that I am, who I am, and that I am had sent him. So you can see God gave himself the name I am. And we don't just find the name I am being used for God in this story. God is called I am over 300 times throughout the whole Bible. So when Jesus said, I am the gate, or I am the resurrection and the life, or any of the other sayings that we're going to look at, he wasn't just saying that he was the resurrection or the gate. He was claiming that he was far more than just a good man, a prophet or a great teacher. He was saying that he was I am, meaning he was God himself. Well, you can imagine that caused quite a stir, as people couldn't understand who he was or what he was going to go on and do. People even got so angry when Jesus referred to himself as I am, they tried to stone him because they felt it was being disrespectful to God. But now that we have the complete Bible and can see the full picture, we can see how Jesus was indeed God himself in human form, sent to earth on the greatest rescue mission of all time. Over the next few weeks we'll see some of the things that Jesus said about himself, and they were pretty remarkable. He told his followers that he had the power to give new life, to bring people back from dead, and that only he could save people from their sin. These are all incredible things. But in front of them stood the great I am, God himself. Well, that takes some beating.